Next on Worcester News Tonight, flames tear through a home in Grafton with an elderly couple still inside. We hear from the man now being called a hero. Plus, it's opening day at Fitton Field for the Worcester Bravehearts. What successes they've already accomplished this year. Good evening, everyone. I'm Brittany Schaefer. Flames break out at a Grafton home Wednesday afternoon, all while two of the homeowners were inside. The elderly couple were unaware of the fire until a Good Samaritan driving by stopped to help them get out. Our Rosalind Flaherty joins us live now with the details. Rosalind?
Brittany, a AAA driver was just driving by when he saw smoke coming from the home and alerted the couple. Smoke and flames ripped through this home on Millbury Street in Grafton. AAA driver Norman Storm was nearby when he noticed smoke coming from the garage.
It didn't look normal, so I stopped and pulled in, and I knew there was fire once I heard the crackling.
Storm alerted the elderly couple inside. He was able to help them and a family cat out safely.
They didn't even know. By the time we got them out, the whole house was engulfed.
Grafton Fire Chief Michael Gauthier says a propane tank exploded in the garage, sending flames through the home.
Pretty scary for the two of us that were here at the time. Myself and my assistant chief were first on scene, and we had just getting to the front of the building when that happened.
Homeowner Randall Rixom says they are lucky Storm was passing by in his AAA truck. His home is a total loss, but he's thankful his in-laws are safe.
I'm glad everybody's okay, but there's just a lot of stuff that can't be replaced.
Her parents were checked out by EMTs just as a precaution. The cause of the fire is under investigation. Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
Happening now, the Holden Department of Public Works crews are repairing a water main break affecting several neighborhoods. The break happened around 1 o'clock this afternoon. DPW says the water is turned off to Lovell Road between Walnut Street, Jameson Road, and Dorothy Ave, and several other neighboring streets. Homes in the area may experience discolored water as well. A Hubbardston woman is searching for answers Wednesday after multiple items are stolen from her garden. And while police are investigating, they say there isn't much evidence left behind. Our Chandler Walsh has more. Chandler.
Brittany, the theft happened just over a week ago, but a woman who's spent countless hours working in the garden has written a letter to thieves telling them just how meaningful the objects they stole were. Lorraine Pavlovsky walks along what's left of the garden she loves. Earlier this month, someone stole multiple items from the plot in the Hubbardston 55 and over community.
I was just crushed. I couldn't sleep for 2 or 3 nights.
The missing pieces include a 300-pound bench, bird bath, rose bushes, and multiple statues, including a 5-foot angel.
Whoever did this, I think, was watching or knew what I had recently planted and how much value.
Pavlovsky spent hundreds of hours working on the garden, and everything was purchased by the community's residents. Police say more than one thief stole the pieces in the middle of the night. When Detective Scott Chatney arrived the next morning, there was evidence people had been there.
The ground definitely was disturbed. There was areas where you could see that the impressions of the concrete statues were. A lot of footprints and tire tracks, what I'm presuming to be truck tracks.
Pavlovsky says the stolen items were more than just objects. She says they were sentimental and each stood for people in the community who passed away.
The angel was for all the residents that have passed away. The bird bath that was stolen was in memory of a resident that just recently died, and she was an animal advocate.
Many in the Madison Greens community enjoyed the garden, and residents are saddened most of it is gone.
It was just so beautiful. Everybody was remarking how great it was.
Police have little evidence to work with. They're looking for the public's help to find the objects and bring them back.
The most identifying piece that was taken was a 4-foot radius top park bench, concrete bench, that the top bench was painted gray. Not many benches are painted gray.
Statues were also recently stolen in Fitchburg and Lancaster. Hubbardston police don't know if this theft is connected, but are asking anyone with any information to contact them. Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.
The Worcester Bravehearts gearing up for their opening day game tonight against the defending league champions. Crews could be seen preparing throughout the day on Fitton Field. This is the collegiate baseball team's 5th season. Every year they have made it to the Futures League Championship Series, but the team has also had successes off the field. Their general manager says their ticket sales are off to a great start, surpassing last year's numbers. Futures League Commissioner Chris Hall says the team is a national leader and other leagues are taking notice.
They've quickly become a top 10 franchise in summer collegiate baseball across the country. Quite honestly, they outdraw several minor league clubs across the country. The Cretans have done such an unbelievable job of bringing baseball back here to the city of Worcester. His staff have always worked their tail off to make Worcester #1. And it takes notice. Everybody's taking notice. Big leagues, minor leagues, they're all going to take notice.
The game kicks off tonight at 6:30 and will be live here on Charter TV3. Town leaders in Charlton are reconsidering their plan to build a massive marijuana growing facility. This comes after officials got an earful from angry residents. The new facility is planned for 94 acres on Old Worcester Road. Alicia Palumbo has more from Charlton on the controversy.
This is a case of not in my backyard.
Charlton Orchards owner Nate Benjamin Jr. is frustrated.
We've lost money for the last two years.
His once profitable apple orchard and winery have been decimated by both the economy and circumstances out of his control.
When we had a bad year in the fruits and vegetables, the winery always took over.
But in 2015, a fire destroyed the winery. So Benjamin knew it was time to make the difficult decision to sell the orchards that had been in the family for 21 years. And he found a buyer. Valley Green Grow of North Andover wants to build an 800,000 to 1.5 million square foot greenhouse for cannabis research as well as medical and recreational cultivation.
We gave them agriculture. We gave them open spaces. The woods are still going to be here.
The Board of Selectmen approved the host agreement with the town, but then neighbors complained they didn't have a say.
I never approved it.
It's right in my backyard, right up there. And I'm like, are you serious?
When we realized the mistake that we made, did not sign the contract, and we set up the meeting that we had last night so that the citizens could have more information about what was going on.
An attorney for Valley Green Grow said in a statement, because of the nature of the cannabis industry, everything goes through a robust vetting process with lots of steps along the way in that vetting process. This is just part of those steps in the 6 to 12-month process. But Benjamin is now concerned the fate of Charlton Orchards is in limbo.
What is my alternative if Valley Growers leaves?
Benjamin says the alternative is selling his property to a developer who would probably build about 25 homes here. The next town meeting on this issue is June 19th. In Charlton, Alicia Palumbo, Worcester News Tonight.
St. Vincent Hospital hosting a senior wellness fair Wednesday to celebrate the 25th anniversary of National Senior Health and Fitness Day. Dozens participated in the free health screenings, exercise lessons, and learned more about the range of services offered at the hospital. One booth tested a patient's balance to prevent falls. Inpatient supervisor of rehab services, Christine Feely, says it's important for seniors to work out their minds and bodies regularly.
What we like to say is that exercise is medicine, and so it is an essential part of your daily routine in order to keep your brain healthy as well as your body healthy. So this is a group of people from the community and some of our former patients that are here every week, and we do a class for people that have Parkinson's disease to try to combat the effects of Parkinson's.
Seniors could also take away a bag of goodies and win prizes. A study released today by WalletHub.com puts Worcester in the bottom 15 of the worst cities for a staycation. The study took into account places with the most swimming pools, golf courses, and spas per capita. The leading city is Orlando, Florida, while the worst spot to staycation is Oxnard, California, with Worcester placing 168 out of 182 cities. The results come as a shock to Discover Central Massachusetts organization. Executive Director Stephanie Ramey says the city is full of fun and opportunity.
We've got access to spectacular world-class museums, access to Lake Quinsigamond. We've got spectacular splash pads in the city. We've got wonderful green space, areas to go hiking like Broadmeadow Brook, and you can make a whole day trip out of the Canal District alone, going to Tabletop Pies and Seed to Stems. The cost of what we're able to do here, we really can stretch a budget and have a really top high-quality experience.
She says people staying in Worcester and even vacationing here has a big impact on the economy. Hundreds of Worcester Public School students lacing up their sneakers and hitting the track Wednesday for the 41st annual Mini Olympics. 5th and 6th graders from 35 different schools competed in track and field events at Foley Stadium. Students participated in the long jump, relays, ball toss, all while having the cheering support from their fellow classmates. Organizers say the games are a great way to bring the community together while also promoting exercise.
The competition has been amazing. You know, the 5th and 6th grade, you know, we're teaching them the importance of sportsmanship, but we're also teaching them the importance of this game and, you know, being out here, working together, working as a team.
The respect and responsibility for all the students, and if you could see them shaking hands today, before they raced and after they raced, it was a wonderful sight to see kids getting along.
And this year's winning school is Union Hill.